Check this out. I know you do. What I'll do is I'll put that there. Are you comfortable there, Michelle?
I am. I was looking around to see if I could turn my lights on so I don't look quite like a
Well, I got to absolutely love the dress. I really, really do. But I got to commend you on the ensemble you wore on the night. Love that.
Oh, the jam night?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. That was my flea market shirt. I actually got that at a flea market. No jokes. The guy made it right there.
Nice.
Yeah, he put all the little things on it and everything. It was really cool.
Awesome. Now, you're from South Carolina, right?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. I said that wrong sooner or later. So, how far away from the Appalachians are you?
I'm right in the heart of the Appalachian Mountains.
I kind of figured that. So, you're quite familiar with a bit of moonshine then?
I have too much of a familiarity with it. We don't get along anymore.
Okay, well...
Moonshine and I do not get along anymore.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I'll tell you what. When I used to stay in Newport, just out of Nashville, I was living with a guy who was a moonshiner. He was making moonshine. And I've seen him, would you believe, on a TV show called Moonshiners just recently, actually. So it was rather amusing.
Yeah. Who was it? I could very well know this person.
Tim Smith.
Oh, Moonshiner Tim. Okay, I know who you're talking about. I don't know him personally, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I was talking to Tim.
I was briefly with the Popcorn Satin Festival.
I used to live with a family in Newport there for a little while, and I ran into this guy that came from Climax, and he was making legal whiskey at the time, which is really, really cool. The thing, why I'm mentioning this is that we have a friend of ours, Jody Medford, who's done a song called Moonshine.
Yes.
And a couple of the guys from that particular program ended up getting the girls drunk on his video that he was making for the video, if you know what I mean.
Oh, wow, they used real moonshine?
They did.
That's funny.
At the same time, I noticed you mentioned a little something about the Appalachians and stuff like that, so I just wondered, I thought I'd give you a quick head up on it. How familiar are you with a bit of moonshine? Because
the last time I had moonshine, now I will drink a little bit of apple pie or peppermint that comes from a dear friend of mine, but I kind of leave the harder stuff, like the chard, I leave it alone. Okay. And by the way, I know Mr. Medford pretty well. Jody and I worked together for a while.
Nice. Let's go to the desk. We'll have a chat. It's the sound of Michelle Leigh, of course, black ink right here at Galaxy. Absolutely stunning to find out just how she did with the Josie Awards. Now, I'm not going to give anything away just yet. I really aren't. I'm going to leave that to Michelle. Good morning, good afternoon over there in North Carolina.
Good morning to you over there.
It really is. It is just after 9 o'clock in the morning in the breakfast show. And humbly, I got to thank you very, very much for taking the time out to have a chat to us again. 8th of May was the last time we connected up and had a chat, and since then a lot has happened, hasn't it?
Oh my goodness, so much has happened, and thank you guys for asking me back. I really appreciate it.
Well, I got to admit with you, Michelle, we are huge fans of yours here in New Zealand. We really, really are, and we are so elated. Not only one award, 2 Josie Awards, and believe me, Entertainer of the Year, Southern Rock. Now, tell me all about it. How did it feel to pick up the very first award?
Oh my gosh, I will tell you right now, I'll be honest, I was up for 6 awards, And, the Entertainer of the Year is always kind of toward the end. And I had, I got the Video of the Year, which I was extremely grateful for, but I just kept watching the other ones too. But I was like, oh no. And this is the true story. I was sitting there. They started to read the Entertainer of the Year for Southern Rock. I had just taken this big swig of water, and I was like, I'm not going to get this. I'm just going to sit back and see who gets it. And they called my name, and I almost choked. I was like, no way. And I was just absolutely freaking out. It was awesome.
Well, we are so pleased for you to be able to pick up that particular title. And just before we went to air, you were saying, a very good friend of ours, Jody Medford, and I will be sure when I speak to him next, and that'll be probably in the next few hours or so, to be quite honest with you.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, he keeps very, very in close contact with us here in New Zealand. Of course, he's been to New Zealand, and I'm going to approach this with you.
He filmed video over there, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He's big on fishing and hunting and stuff like that. And, of course, the South Island is primal for it, and including the North Island where we are here. I want to bring him here and show him, well, I see him with so many fish. Every post I see him, he's got fish in his hand, you know what I mean? So I want to be able to bring him here so that he can catch some New Zealand stuff and enjoy some good New Zealand wild food. Now at the same time, Michelle, we would love to be able to have you down here, down under as well, playing in front of New Zealand audiences. How would you feel about that?
That is a goal of mine. That is a goal of mine. I want to get over there so badly because everybody over there is so awesome to me. They're so good to me. And, asking for the music. And I think they're probably hungry for some Southern rock over there. And I would love to get over there for some dates. That would just be the neatest thing ever for me.
Michelle, Barbara is the manager of Aurora Entertainments here at Galaxy 107 FM, which is involved in bringing bands and entertainers from other countries here to New Zealand. I got to admit, it is solely selfish because we love to be able to get New Zealand artists on stage, and why not do it with some absolute professionals and teach them a little one or two things that they need to know about performing overseas. So that's why we do it.
Yeah.
I'm sure Barbara, being a huge fan, believe me, a huge fan, would entertain the idea of talking to you and your management team to be able to get you.
I would love that. And you know what else? If we get over there, Miss Barbara will have to be on stage singing Black Ink with me. That's all there is to it. She's going to have to be up there singing Black Ink with me.
No. Don't curse yourself right away, please.
It's all right. I will be there. I'll be on stage with you singing it.
She said she'll be there. She'll be on stage, but believe me, she's like me. I sing tenor or 12 miles away from anybody that can hear me.
It's all right. That's good. That's a good one.
It's all right. I'll just dance around the stage and pretend I'm singing with you.
Barbara said she'll bounce around the stage and pretend that she's singing with you, but that's about the best you're going to get out of her. Believe me.
Perfect. That's awesome.
She's heard me sing. In retort, I've heard her saying, we both agree, day job's a better thing. It really, really is. Now, at the same time, we've had a talk about that. I want to talk to you about the video award that you picked up at the Josie's as well. This is for, of course, Blood Water. Love it. Absolutely love it. Tell me all about it.
Well, the song, and we have an unexpected guest here. This is Jasper making his debut. I'm sorry, and he's got styrofoam on his nose. He's eating the packaging my award was in, and now we have Jasper's booty. Let me put my cat down. I'm so sorry. So Bloodwater. I was at an open mic a few years ago, and this beautiful red-haired girl got up and sang this incredible song. And I'm sitting there with my friend, and I said, "Oh my gosh, I wish I had thought of that title. That's such a powerful title." And she comes off the stage, and I was like, "Oh," and I introduced myself, and we've since become really good friends. And I was like, "How in the world? I love that title. I wish I had thought of it." And she said, "What, Floodwaters?" And I said, "You didn't say Bloodwater?" And she says, "No, the name of the song is Floodwaters." I said, "It's mine. Bloodwater is mine now." I literally, I left the open mic I went to McDonald's to grab my nightly snack. I know that's bad, but I absolutely love McDonald's. Can't help it. Everybody does. So I'm sitting there, and the song, long story short, by 5 o'clock that morning, I had the song finished. The lyrics. I had the lyrics finished. And I sent it to my then drummer, and I said, what do you think about this? And he texted back, and he was like, I'm blown away. This is your best ever. And then, of course, from there it went to Charlie Kelly, who was my co-writer on the song. He when I have lyrics that are really powerful like that, I don't try to fool with writing the music because I'm not that great at that part of it. Charlie is fantastic, as a matter of fact, and so I let Charlie know I've got these lyrics, and I said, I'm hearing it sounding something like Warrant's Uncle Tom's Cabin mixed with the Civil War's Barton Hollow. And he said, well, you don't want a whole lot, do you, girl? But sure enough, he sends back, and it's got that Appalachian roll to it. It's also got a little bit of a creepy factor. But it was just, the music on it just grabbed me immediately. An interesting thing at the first of the song, that's not a banjo. Everybody thinks that's a banjo. It's actually a Greek bouzouki, and I hope I'm saying that correctly. But it sounds a lot like a banjo. So that was just really intriguing. And, we cut the song. I love the song. It's a very long song. It's 6 minutes long. So, nobody, if Reba McEntire gets a hold of it, then it will get airplay. But, other than that, it might not see a lot of airplay. Then it came time to do the video, and I always, from the inception of the song, I had in mind what I wanted to do with the video. And if you've seen the video, which I know you guys have, it's a very touchy subject. It deals with sexual abuse within a family. It deals with just flat-out child abuse. Ugly parts of society that nobody wants to talk about. And, a lot of times that people who have grown up in situations like that, they have to carry that baggage with them the rest of their lives. And there are a couple of lines in the song, and it's like, he smiles, says he don't remember. She can't forget. And, it's one of those things, people who are victims of any kind of abuse, really, that is ongoing like that, they can't forget it. It's always there, and it's an ugly subject, but I always say, what better way to counteract the darkness than to drag it out into the light? So that's what we did.
Absolutely, and Michelle, I always have the mantra that the best medicine in the world is good music, and we live by that mantra here at Galaxy. So without further ado, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Here's Michelle Leigh, Blood Water.
We've got Howard Bellamy online.
Howard Bellamy's online.
Watching Michelle.
And how's David? Howard, looking forward to doing a gig with you guys here in New Zealand.
And
really
also
are.
we've got Don Smythe. He's a big country man in the South Island.
Don Smythe, absolutely. Yeah. Nice to have you along as well, Don.
Well,
and I'm talking to Michelle Leigh right now. Maybe somebody you'd be interested in doing at one of your festivals. Josie Award winner, multi-Josie Award winner now. Let me recommend this. Let's get together. Let's talk. Let's get Michelle in New Zealand.
Yes.
Yes. And believe me, Don is a very, very connected man when it comes to country music down the bottom of the South Island. It is so important to have that kind of music down there. It really, really is. And they're huge on country.
Yes.
And that's basically what I have you in mind for, to be quite honest, is sharing you not only with New Zealand audiences here in New Zealand, but also Australian as well, and putting you in the right places to be able to get the right audiences. You know what I mean?
Yep, needs places.
Yeah.
And we need people like Don on board. We really, really do. We have people that work for us that do these shows all the time, but we need to be able to put you, as I say, in the right places. We don't want to put you playing country in reggae areas. You know what I mean?
No, I probably wouldn't go over well there.
No, believe me. But we do have a guy who's working with us at the moment that does the One Love shows here in New Zealand. And we summertime, 3-4 days, and believe me, it is just packed every day. So we have a lot of fun doing those ones. We really, really do. Michelle, I am so humbled that you've joined us. I really, really have to thank you for this.
No, I'm humble. Thank you for asking me.
Well, I'm going to ask you quite very, very humbly, all your new work, how would you like to pass it on to us? We would love to be able to premiere it with you.
I can send you what you need. MP3, you need MP3 format?
Yeah, absolutely.
I will just email you all my new stuff.
Nice, absolutely.
And have the CD out and everything now. It's on CD Baby. We don't have hard copies yet. We're working on that. It's a money thing. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
But we do have it on CD Baby.
Well, I tell you what, when you do get some CDs put together, how would you like to send us some down here so that we can do a giveaway for you? Keep Michelle Leigh rolling.
Yes, I would love that.
Nice. And I'll tell you what, if you've got any swag, you see, a lot of the times I do the interviews, the only reason why I'm actually wearing a staff shirt today is I'm actually holding a lecture in California at a university there in a couple of hours, so I have to represent the company, if you know what I mean. But a lot of the time, we do stuff like this where I'm wearing other people's t-shirts, which is a subliminal message. While we're doing the interview, everybody sees what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Goes and
We're actually working on a little bit of redesign on the t-shirts, and we will have some coming out. We had some of the old ones that just had the logo, and all of those are gone. But we're retooling, as they say. We're retooling a cooler design.
Nice. Well, I tell you what, if you want to pass some on to us, we would be very, very grateful, not only to give some away, but I'd be honoured to wear your label as well. I really, really would. And I know Barbara would, and a couple of the girls in the back there would as well.
Yeah, and we have lady t-shirts and tank tops.
Nice. So, only one thing, if you're going to send Barbara something, bigger lungs.
Yeah, well.
Bigger lungs. I understand.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Because believe me, explaining that to guys sometimes, because they send her t-shirts and they're just small t-shirts, and she.
But I have one to the other side.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that'll fit one half. Anyway, let's go back to the desk. It's the sound of Michelle Leigh, of course, the multi-Josie Award winner, and of course winning the song with Blood Water for the video of the year. And Michelle, it is an absolute pleasure to be able to talk to you again. Since the 8th of May was the last time we had a chat. Long time between drinks, my girlfriend. I think you should be coming back more often, don't you?
I think I should be back way more often, yes.
Absolutely. And I got to give a big shout out to your husband as well. I see he was with you on the night of the Josie Awards. A wonderful man in his own right. But it escapes me now. I remember getting his name, but it does escape me. What is his name?
Roger.
Roger, that's right, it is too. And we did speak about this the last time we chatted, mainly because I have a young lady that texts me every interview I do, I got to be honest with you, from Cairns, Australia, asking what the marital status is of the particular artist that I'm interviewing at the time. And she did text me earlier on. I did say, yes, you were married, but believe me, I do apologise to Roger for getting his name just off the top of my head.
No, it's okay, it's fine.
So where do we go from here? Are you putting out new music at the moment?
Well, actually, I'm glad you brought that up because we do have a new CD out on CD Baby. We do not have the hard copies yet, but it is available on CD Baby. We went ahead and included Bloodwater in on this CD, even though it was also part of the Black Ink CD. And the reason we did that is because it's mine and Charlie's work, and pretty much every song on this new CD is mine and Charlie Kelly's work. We have a couple of songs that do have extra co-writers, but predominantly everything is, from production to engineering, everything is his. So I wanted to just encapsulate that on this one project. Now coming up, something I don't want to talk too much about, but I will give you a little bit of a hint. I don't know if you are familiar with the band Rossington Collins from back in the day. They were the band that kind of came after Skinner, after the tragic plane crash. They reformed, and it was Rossington Collins with Miss Del Krantz Rossington as the lead singer, and Spitfire guitar player Barry Lee Harwood. So Barry Lee and I are collaborating next week, and we have some pretty big surprises coming up for people in the next few months. I think there are going to be some raised eyebrows, and I think it's just going to be awesome. I can't wait. And I'm honored to work with somebody like him.
That's not fair, because believe me, now I'm all excited. I really, really am.
I will tell you this. It's a departure, but the sound is going to stay the same. The message might be just a little bit different than what people are expecting from us. The sound's going to stay. We've just got a few interesting things up our sleeves.
That really, really does make me very, very excited. Now, when you do get your CD, now I've got to ask you too, by the way, and I have a lot of fans right now texting me saying, how do we get in touch with Michelle? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? And do you respond?
Oh, I absolutely respond, and the best way to do it, because I don't know my login for everything, the best way to do it is just to go to my website, and it has all those little icons at the bottom, so you can click on it, or you can send me a direct message from the webpage. But from the webpage, you can hit Facebook, Instagram, what's the other one? Twitter. All of that. You can access all of it right there and message me directly. It might take me a little bit because we're getting close to the 10,000 mark on the fan page, and I would really like to go over that mark. So go like that page. But I do get to everybody. I do.
Well, I got to let you know right now, 5,888,000 are joining us right now. You never know, you might be very, very busy very, very shortly if everybody decides to go and have a chat. But at the same time, everybody is absolutely fascinated with you, and we have been playing the Black Ink album quite a bit. Now, I'm going to ask you, the next time you're in the studio, how would you like to do me a favour? Because believe me, we would be honoured if you would do this and say, hi, this is Michelle Leigh, and introduce yourself to Galaxy 107 FM, or you're listening on Galaxy 107 FM, maybe a lineup.
Do that. I would absolutely love to do that.
Nice, because believe me, 16 hours of country music, you feature very, very much in that on a Sunday. Then again, on a Monday night, we have Galaxy Artists, where we have all sorts of artists. It's really scrambled eggs, to be quite honest, and it is absolutely fascinating where we could add all of these in there, and believe me, you're right in there on a Monday night as well. And we get so many requests for you, it is ridiculous. It really, really is.
That is great. That's great. That is really really awesome. That tickles me.
And I got to admit that not only was it Barbara's idea to play Black Ink this morning, but our fans love that song so much. I think it would be remiss of me if I didn't actually put it in there, to be quite honest with you.
Wow, that's awesome. Thank you, everybody listening. Thank you, everybody requesting. Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Well, I got to be honest with you. We are a global station. We are listened to around the world. Right now, Latvia's tuned in, which is, I love Latvia. I really, really do. Even Finland's tuned in, and that's because we're doing an interview with Savario about 4 o'clock in the morning, would you believe? Because that's his 6 o'clock at night. So we go the extra mile for everybody, but we only play good music here at Galaxy, and you are literally one of the most requested country female artists we have here at Galaxy.
Well, I am humbled and honored. Thank you guys out there listening and requesting. That is really what it's all about.
Awesome.
Connecting with the people who want to hear your music.
Absolutely, and that's what we're here for, is to be the conveyance of good music to good people, if you know what I mean, from great artists. And we are elated to be able to have you in the family here at Galaxy 107 FM, and I've got to thank you for that.
Oh, thank you guys for asking me in.
Believe me, it is an absolute pleasure. Better get on now, but don't go anywhere just yet, Michelle. We've got one more little special thing that I know Barbara's going to want to do. So hang in there, but in the meantime, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM.